Hi, learners. Welcome to part 4 in the Super Sciences series about the classification of living organisms. I hope you have viewed these videos in this series about biodiversity, microorganisms and plants. In this lesson we will examine the things that make animals different from other living organisms. What is an animal? Did you know that you are an animal? Yep, you are an animal too. What are the most important characteristics of animals? Animals are heterotrophs, which means that they cannot make their own food as plants do. Instead, animals depend upon plants as a source of energy. Animals can move freely with their legs, wings or fins. We say that animals are capable of locomotion. In an ecosystem, animals are the consumers because they eat plants or other animals to get energy to live. Animals may be herbivore, carnivore or omnivore consumers in an ecosystem. Animals inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide using lungs, gills and other organs of respiration. Animals may undergo ovipous, ovovivipous, or vivipous reproduction. Kingdom Animalia, or the animal kingdom, may be divided into two large groups. These groups are the invertebrate animals and the vertebrate animals. Can you name these animals that belong to the invertebrate and vertebrate groups? Invertebrata, or invertebrates, may have one of two kinds of skeletons. Some invertebrates have external or exoskeletons made of a material called chitin. Chitin is a hard material similar to your fingernails. The exoskeleton surrounds the internal parts of the animal and molts during the animal's life. Other invertebrates may have a skeleton that is supported by the water inside the animal's body. These skeletons are called hydrostatic skeletons. Just as the water inside a balloon pushes outwards, so do the liquids inside the hydrostatic skeleton push outwards to support the animal's body. Vertebrata, or vertebrates, are very different to invertebrates because the vertebrates all have internal skeletons or endoskeletons. The endoskeletons are made of bone and cartilage. Vertebrate animals also have backbones made of smaller bones that are called the vertebrae. The backbone surrounds a thread of millions of nerves called the spinal cord. The spinal cord connects the brain to different parts of the animal's body. Can you name the animals that have these endoskeletons? The body temperature of animals is another way of grouping animals. Some animals are cold-blooded or ectothermic. Other animals are warm-blooded or endothermic. The body temperature of cold-blooded animals is the same temperature of the surrounding environment. These animals cannot control their body temperatures internally. It is for this reason that you may see cold-blooded animals lying in the sunlight for periods of time. This is to increase the animal's body temperature so that the animal may perform its internal functions such as digestion and respiration. All invertebrate animals and vertebrate animals such as fish, frogs and lizards are ectothermic. Warm-blooded animals may also be called endothermic animals. The body temperature of warm-blooded animals can be controlled internally. This means that if the environmental temperature is too cold, a warm-blooded animal's internal body temperature will be higher. If the environmental temperature is very high, the body temperature can be kept cool. Only the birds and mammals are endothermic. Endothermic animals have a far better chance of survival to that of ectothermic animals. How do endothermic animals control their body temperature? Some animals can sweat when it is very hot. This cools the body. Some animals shiver and get goosebumps when it is cold. When it is cold, more blood flows to the internal organs like the heart and lungs. At the same time, the extreme parts of the body such as the ears, fingers and toes have less blood circulation. This ensures that the vital organs can continue to function in very cold temperatures. This hierarchy shows the classification of animals that you will study in this grade. Draw the hierarchy. It will help you to remember the different groups of animals. Let us summarize what you have learnt. Animals are heterotrophs. Animals move with legs, wings and fins. Animals are consumers in an ecosystem. Animals may be herbivore, carnivore or omnivore consumers in an ecosystem. Animals inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide using lungs, gills and other organs of respiration. Animals may undergo different forms of reproduction. Invertebrate animals may have exoskeletons or hydrostatic skeletons. Exoskeletons are made of chitin. Body fluids support a hydrostatic skeleton. Vertebrate animals have endoskeletons. Vertebrates may have a backbone that surrounds the spinal cord. Cold-blooded animals cannot control their body temperature. Warm-blooded animals can control their body temperature.